en la asistencia.
Lowe's knows what a great assist can lead to.
Using his backyard satellite dish, Peter Fairley was just scanning for sports channels.
There we go. We have a signal.
But the Canadian engineer from outside Toronto stumbled upon something he never expected.
And that's when I saw the color bars, the test card, and the Pyongyang written on it. That triggered my curiosity. Like, was this really coming from North Korea?
Sure enough, it was a live satellite feed of North Korean state television. From daily dancercise to cooking programs to patriotic propaganda.
It's very kind of 1980s too. It's very MTV, their videos.
Broadcasting mass games, military parades, and yes, missile launches to some 26 million people who call Kim Jong-un's secret state home.
The videos all of Kim, how great he is, and everybody, crying and loving him.
Peter began recording.
Do you feel like these programs do have power to influence people's minds?
Absolutely. After watching one full day of the North Korean content, for 2 nights in a row, I just had a lot of very bizarre dreams as if I was there.
Posting an edited version on his YouTube channel.
Did you think this was going to go viral?
No, absolutely not.
Go viral, he did. Peter's videos racking up almost 2 million views in less than 2 months.
People were basically giving comments that were all over the spectrum, from they loved it to they were terrified by it.
Viewers call the content surreal, almost like going back in time. Some of the most popular clips: Kim Jong-un visiting hot springs, opening a dinosaur park.
Because of Kim, it's become kind of a cult following. Whenever Kim comes on, everybody goes crazy. It's like that's the funny part. That's probably the quirkiest part. People kept saying, give me more, I want to see more.
Peter's pirated Pyongyang propaganda, a window into what the North Korean state wants its people to see and believe.
Hashem Yahawashai Ba'Hashem Rekaha Kwadash. Double honor to the men who rule well. Healthy shalom to the brothers that are out there doing the work in truth and sincerity. Now, hey, this is going to be a quick one. A quick epistle, if you will. But that had popped up on one of my news feed, okay? And it showed the dude appeared to be an Edomite, man, but you never know. The guy had gone viral because he was using what's called a FTA. And the FTA is a free-to-air. It's called free-to-air, like, or FREE to air, to AIR, satellite dish, right? And with those satellite dishes, and I happen to know about this because I used to have one. You could watch news broadcasts, and all kinds of different things across the globe. Because there, if you didn't know, there is a free network. There's a free network out there, and it shows all kinds of things. You can watch Al Jazeera, anything. All right. So he stumbled across, or I suppose it was a North Korean satellite, the unicorn, right? North Korean satellite that was posting, what they called all kinds of propaganda and this and that, blah, blah, blah. But they were idolizing, what's his name? Kim Jong-un. I think that's his name. Salaki if I got it wrong. But, screw that damn devil. Yeah, he's going to be one of the instruments in shooting them arrows. Anyway, and what I noticed, this is the whole point of this. What I noticed was, they were treating him like an idol butt. These hypocritical Edomites. This guy here, it is this guy on the news, right? And Salakia for rambling so long. But this guy on the news here for going viral, for, recording and putting it back out there. But if you haven't noticed, in case you haven't noticed, these presidents and, these movie stars, rappers or whatever, they're idolized the same way. See, all these people are hypocritical. You got Trump. Take, for instance, you got, DJ Trump, right? On, they got Trump on flags looking like, what's that dude? Sylvester Stallone and Commando or whatever the movies are, you know? So they do the same thing over here. And what it is that crafty council, okay? It's that crafty council. And never forget, all the rest of these nations have taken what? Their cues from the great whore, which is Babylon, America. Wisdom of Solomon, 14 and verse 27. For the worship of idols, not to be named, is the beginning, the cause, and the end of all evil. And that's how we went off in the first place. It's worshiping other gods, which there is no other gods. There's only one holy, true man of Israel, holy, true father of Israel, right? And his only begotten son, Yahweh and Yahweh. But we went off doing the same thing that it seems like Kim Jong-un TV or whatever the hell you want to call it, that network, same thing. All right. But you got to bear in mind, all roads lead to the MOTB. So what I'm going at is this. Each and every one of these nations have taken their cues and the things that they do from what? From Babylon. Now, we can go into Jeremiah and it tells you that the nations are mad. Why? Because they all laid down with the great whore and found out that she was the great whore. Now, let's go into this. I typed in broadcast programming. Remember, that was FTA, free to air. And that's one of those things that Esau Edom really don't want you getting into. You know, he doesn't really want you to know about the, free to air programs like that you can just point at any dish, like Galaxy 98. It used to be to where you could get, paid subscriptions or whatever, but let's see what Galaxy 98, it's just different satellites. I don't expect anybody to understand what I'm talking about, but you can look it up. All right. And I actually thought about going back and getting another FTA dish and a receiver. All right. Because we can watch. You see, the scripture said we're watchmen. All right. So we can watch these things going on across the globe. These broadcasts, these rebellions and all kinds of madness is going on all across the earth. And we can watch it, live. Anyway, broadcast programming. Let's go here. I looked this up. Broadcast programming is the practice of organizing or ordering, scheduling, right? And pay attention to this, of broadcast media shows, typically the radio and television, in daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, or seasonal long schedule. All right. So the things that they put out there, and not just Babylon, not just America, but all of these TV shows, is called programming. All right. Let's look that word up, programming or program. Program, that's the definition of program. A set of related measures or activities with a particular long-term aim. Do you see this? Do you see what this says? A particular long-term aim. And what was their aim? To keep us asleep. Let's go to Psalms 83rd chapter. Okay. And hopefully this is making sense and it's edifying. All right. Because they have to stand with their enchantments and the things that they've done. Remember, all this earth is everybody's performing witchcraft, man, including Southern and Northern Kingdom, Israelites. And they're all mixed up in this. Psalms 83, verse 3. Let's go to verse Slakia. Yeah, let's go to verse 2. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up their head. What? They that hate thee have lifted up their head. Now, verse 3 says this. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people. That's the Israelites, Northern and Southern Kingdom, 1/3 and 2/3. Okay. And consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. All right. And there's a reason why I'm going to this scripture, is because it's the same thing. You saw those transmissions, from no, I'm not talking about LGBT C3POs neither. But you saw them damn, those transmissions from North Korea, and it looked just like what? American TV. It looked just like it. They want to call it propaganda, this and that, blah, blah, blah. All right. But it's the same damn thing. All these nations have taken after what? The great whore. You see that? They have all taken after the great whore again. That's why in Jeremiah, the 51st chapter, it said, therefore the nations are mad, but now they have to stand with their enchantments. Let's go here. Isaiah 25 and verse 7. And he will destroy the mountain, the face of the covering of the covering what? Cast. Cast. There's that word cast. We're going to look that word cast up. All right. Over all people, and the veil that is spread over all nations. Do you hear that right there? And what the veil that is spread over all nations is this great whore's witchcraft. And again, which all the rest of these nations have taken after. It's very clear to see it. And they're also going to go along with the MOT to the BBB. All right. You already know what that is. It's the mark of the beast, man. See that? Verse 8, he will swallow up death in victory, and the Lord Yahweh will wipe away tears from all faces. All right. And the rebuke of his people, see, shall he take away from all the earth, for the Lord Yahweh have spoken it, man. So they have taken crafty counsel against thy hidden ones, but he's going to wipe away all that. See, already after 3 days and a half, he's waking his men that he wants out there teaching on the highways and hedges and doing daily epistles. All right. So let's see what I had. Here's that word cast. In Isaiah 25th chapter, verse 7, yet again. All right, let's go to it. What's this word cast mean? Broadcast. Broad. Like when you say, let me use this analogy. If you're going to go abroad, that means you're going out to different places or even many places. Right? So broad and then cast. What does cast mean? It's H3874. Loot. Ooh.
Strong's H3874.
Okay, we all know what that means. Loot. You know, in the English language, loot, steal, rob, crafty counsel. You know, take away the Holy One of Israel, the remembrance, right? Let's go here. To wrap closely or tightly, enwrap, envelop. See that? Broadcast, envelop you in this television, envelop you in the witchcraft that they have put out there on the left side of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. See that? Too tightly, to Salakia. To wrap tightly, to envelop, wrap. Okay? So, we ain't talking about like rap like hip hop. You know, no. To wrap up, to get you all mixed up in what idol worship and witchcraft. And the scriptures go into it and tell you that the sin of rebellion is witchcraft. And the scripture said what? This is a rebellious people, stiff-necked, and will not hear the words of Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. You see that right there? See, I wasn't going to make this too long. That's it. I just thought this is a little bit different lesson, but I thought it was interesting, you know, how them Edomites stand up there. Well, you know how they do. They devils. But how they'll stand up there and say, look at this propaganda. Look at this blah, 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 blah. Right? But they do the same thing over here in Babylon. They got all kinds of idols. The scripture told us he's going to break their idols. He's going to break their asses into pieces. Call Allah Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. All right? And there shall be ashes up on the Israelites' feet. That's what's up, man. All right? Damn this place. Kwam Yasharallah, right? Isaiah 47 and verse 12. Stand now with thine enchantments and with the multitude of thy sorceries where thou hast labored from thy youth. That's Esau, Edom, right? Okay. If Salakia, if so be thou shalt be able to profit. If so be thou mayest what? Prevail. And they're not going to prevail. They cannot perform their enterprise. They're not going to be able in that day to have that thought that their houses shall continue forever. They're never going to get away with the graping and robbing and murdering that they did on this earth, the plundering, all that. You're not going to get away with it. You didn't consider the latter end. Verse 13. There are wearied in the multitude of thy counsels. Let now the astrologers, all this is witchcraft. All right, the stargazers, the monthly prognosticators stand up and save thee from these things that shall come upon thee. Did you hear what the scripture just said? These things are going to come upon you, Esau, Edom. See, another part of that crafty counsel is what? Destruction of a brother's channels and all that. But see, all this is through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. So you can do what you want. You think you can do what you want, but you are controlled by the Holy One of Israel. All right? Verse 14, behold, they shall be as stubble with their ashes up under the feet, right? The fire shall burn them. They shall not deliver themselves from the power of the flame. Them ICBM missiles, man. And that's the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Because Kim Jong-un, I think that's his name. I don't give a damn what his name is. Be honest with you. Okay, but he got all kinds of damn missiles. He Rocket Man is shooting. All right, DJ Trump called him Rocket Man. All right, he thought that was funny, but see, that's gonna be part of the downfall of what? Of the U.S. of A. When he makes drunk his arrows, and that's what's going on. Let's read it again from the top, man. Verse 14, behold, they shall be a stubble. The fire shall burn them. They shall not deliver themselves from the power of the flame. There shall no Salakia, not be a coal to warm at, nor a fire to sit before it, man. So this place is absolutely finished, and little Rocket Man is going to be a part of it. All right, and that's that. Now, hopefully this lesson was edifying, man. Giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh. Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rekaha, Kwadash. Double honors to the men who rule well. Healthy shalom to the brothers that are out there doing the work in truth and sincerity. See, all these things are coming to pass. That's why we stay occupied in prophecies. And again, I mentioned that FTA satellite deal because, hey, it would be, I don't think it's that expensive neither. But it would be good, to get into because Yahweh Bashem Yahushua said, I have set thee a watchman. And we watch and we see all these things happening, man, all these prophecies, right? In pursuant to the book of Sirach, 39th chapter, verse 1. You staying occupied in prophecies. Again, hopefully this lesson was edifying. Much love to you, fam. Oh, it's 441. Call hello, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Let's go. I love it, man. I love it. I love this truth. All right, anyway, hey, every chance you get, chant this place down. Kwam Yasharala and Wa a Bible ball. Boom. Shalom. Here the brother Yahakarab is right there. All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword. And that's the truth. Let's go. Shalom. Love you, family.